Morning, Joe.
Good morning. I see we have a whole lot of overpaid Rotarian volunteers here.
That would be me. Oh, just
So
a
sorry to
minute.
get the message about the district celebration, Jim Polk.
Yeah, I was a little distressed yesterday when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it coming and I was distressed too. I'm still gonna go over there.
Yeah.
Call it a mini vacation.
We almost did, my wife and I almost did that.
I don't think I'll stay as long as I was going to, but I'll stay a couple nights.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I've got to get. Okay, let's see. That's not going to work.
Patty Scott, I like that screen background you have.
Thank you. It's where I work.
Very nice. Very nice.
Where's Christine's face?
I'm here.
Yeah, I see you're there, but I don't see your face.
Oh, really? Okay, just a second. Somebody couldn't get the link to work, so I'm resending that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take up juggling. This is just about like it.
Well,
Oh.
I did want to introduce someone today.
Oh, cool. Just a second. I want to wait till I can see.
Good.
I got people in the waiting room. I got to do that first.
I'll sit back and relax.
And then, oh, I see. My picture isn't there yet, huh? Okay, well, let's see. All I got to do is this. Mhm. Here I am.
There you are. Well, Christine, Janet here.
Yeah.
I wanted to introduce Crystal Farnsworth.
Oh, Crystal. Yes. Hi.
She is our new membership co-chair, along with Lisa Walterstead-Lasik, who isn't on today. I'm no longer in membership, moving to treasurer, assistant treasurer, but I wanted to introduce her today.
Well, you're always welcome to come to the forums. The link is always the same. Welcome, Crystal. You're a name within District 5110 that I've heard many times. So it's nice to meet you.
I hope it was good.
Oh, it was. I wouldn't have remembered it if it wasn't, or I wouldn't have said anything.
Ooh.
Okay. Hi, Corey. Harry's here. Larry, Kim's even here. Jerry, our district governor is here. With his coffee. Jill's here. Look at all these people. T. Holloman. What's your first name?
Guy, Jerry.
Tanya.
Tanya, thank you. Oh, you're Tanya, of course.
Yes,
You must have got the link after all.
I did. Mimi sent it to me and I received it from you as well.
Okay. Tanya is a brand new member of this Roseburg Club. And I believe, did you come through a Rotary International lead? Did you sign up at Rotary International before you were guided to Roseburg?
Yes, that's correct.
And then get this, she's the membership chair. I mean, yeah, thumbs up is right. Is that cool or what? Okay, wait a minute. I'm not paying attention to the admit. So many things. We have an interesting program today and you guys are going to be most of it. So that's going to be fun. For the facilitator, who's me. I'm going to give it another minute and we'll get started. Anybody want to tell me what's going on in your lives, in your club life? Everybody's
back at-
still in-person meetings? Anybody going hybrid?
We went back to in-person meetings and Zoom, allowing people to watch via Zoom. However, we're back all 100% Zoom again.
Yeah. Boy, this COVID's just throwing us Rotarians some challenges.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Delta's back to 100% Zoom kind of week by week.
Yeah.
Sun
Every-
River has got it out. We're back to 100% in person. So we meet at the resort and have breakfast every Wednesday. We have the capability of bringing in outside programs and speakers on Zoom. But if everything is local, we are all in person.
That's awesome. Anybody else?
Well, your
Bowers.
Cottage Grove.
Excuse me.
What about
Yeah,
Cottage Grove?
I'm
Sorry.
Larry. Yeah, I'm Larry with Cottage Grove, and we had a in-person fellowship time at a restaurant 3 weeks ago. Then we had Zoom, and our forecast is having Zoom from now on.
Yeah.
Corvallis had one meeting in person and we're back to Zoom until further notice.
Yeah, and I see Jim Polk is a hybrid, looks like, so.
Yeah. Two of my 4 clubs in Lynn County are still doing hybrid meetings and doing them very professionally, doing a great job. Really including with multiple microphones and cameras. So really including the audience in the room that are live and engaging all the at-home members.
Well, one thing that's been nice about COVID, if I can play Pollyanna for a second, is that it has forced us to learn to use our virtual platforms better. And,
Yes.
you know, as wide as our district is, it's just like this forum. We used to try to have annual membership chair meetings. Well, then that means half of us had to drive forever to get to this meeting, maybe stay overnight. You can do it in the comfort of your home or your workspace. And it's just, you know, we couldn't have done that before. So there you go. That's my Pollyanna moment. I'm going to go ahead and start the meeting. I always feel like I should ring a bell or something.
Go ahead.
Sorry. But today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to be talking about meeting membership expectations. There was a lot of interest in that last week. We have a few outdoor meetings. I'm just checking the chats, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so I'm going to share this screen. I have a real short presentation for you. Yes. If it will get there. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Rotary Club, meeting member expectations. You know, this reminds me of business, but I wanted to see what I could find about meeting membership recommendations, and I didn't have any information off the top of my head or from any of the Rotary clubs that I visited recently. So what do you do when you don't have information? Back in the old days, I used to check the dictionary. Well, you know, I do have one for playing upwards, but these days, you Google it. So I Googled Rotary Club meeting member expectations. Here's what I got. Is this what you came to talk about today?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
This seems like it's not meeting member expectations, it's members meeting Rotary's expectations.
Mm.
Attend the meetings, pay dues, participate, support fundraisers, give us money, help set up, take down. So that was kind of frustrating because I not only found this once, but the whole first Google page was nothing else about how members can meet club expectations.
That
And
seems
I
like
really
the
believe
obvious.
that we need to turn that on its head and start thinking about meeting our members' recommendation or our members' expectations. This is my quote, because this is what I thought after I read all this. Members are not here to meet our expectations. It's the old what's in it for me thing. We have to answer what's in it for them. Yeah, they'll meet our expectations after we meet theirs. It behooves us to meet their expectations first. So then I always go back to, some of you probably know that I have a company, Leader Support Service. It's at the bottom. I do a lot of business training, and most of my focus comes from my business background. So since I couldn't find anything on Google about meeting member expectations in a Rotary Club, I revert back to meeting customer expectations in a business. And I find that it's pretty similar. So I'm going to use most of the program to think about it that way in the back of your head, but apply it to your Rotary Club, okay? Why do customers leave a company? This is kind of similar, I think, to Rotary, why they leave Rotary. Well, a few, one or two of them might die during the year. Sometimes they move away. Maybe they get a friend to provide a service in the case of a business, or they're persuaded to go to a competitor. Sometimes they go off and join another club that fits their personality better. Maybe the member is dissatisfied with something within your club, just some specific thing within your club that they are dissatisfied with. But the vast majority of people that leave businesses as customers believe you don't care about them. Now, I think that there's something that we need to take home from that message as far as Rotary goes. If we're not meeting our expectations of our members, then they believe we don't care about it. I just noticed that graphic, I guess it doesn't spell believe wrong. It sure looks like it does, but anyway, I digress. So anyway, with that in mind, I Googled meeting customer expectations, and here's what I found then. Get to know your audience. Okay, so substitute the word member. Make sure you're reaching the right buyers. Substitute the word member. Look for new ways to meet their needs. Member. Set clear standards for your support team, your membership team. Be as transparent as possible. We're trying to serve them, but we need their help. Develop a member-centric culture. What can we do for you? And collect feedback regularly. These seem to apply a lot to our topic today. So that's where I started focusing, because we are Rotary clubs and we have to meet our member expectations. Rotary International, and especially in North America, is real good about getting new members. We're not so good about keeping them. And this I've talked about in my business sessions a lot. Businesses can get new customers, but if they don't serve them well, they don't keep them. Those customers go down the line and buy their car somewhere else or their shoes somewhere else. So we don't need that. So we're gonna do breakout rooms today and talk about 3 key things, which is finding out what those expectations are, which is the biggest one, and then planning and implementing how we're going to meet them, and then evaluate and repeat. It's like rinse and repeat, the hair commercials, shampoo commercials. So the first one is asking expectations. Now I'm going to put you into, let's see, where are they? I'm going to put you into some groups. Where is it? Where's the breakout rooms? Did anybody see that I'm missing? Remote control. Maybe I have to stop the share. I'm gonna try that. Okay. Aha, that worked. Okay, let's see. How many of us are there? I'm gonna say 4 breakout rooms. So what I want you to talk about is how do you find out expectations? Share those ideas. How might you find out their expectations? And think about business or your other groups that you've been in, and how can you apply what you know from those experiences back to Rotary to find out your members' expectations. I'm going to give you a few minutes to talk about this, and then I want to come back and debrief, because I think that our ideas are going to come from you. Okay? And there you go. Can you get there, Janet? Oh, there you are. Hello, Terry. You
Hi,
just entered.
Christine.
We're in breakout rooms now.
Oh,
I have
okay.
to try to figure out how to get you into a breakout room.
Oh,
What we're
okay.
talking about is how do we find out member expectations? How do we find out what they are? And I want you to, assuming I can get you into a breakout room, I want you to think outside the box as far as out, in your business background or in your other association background. How do you find out what people want out of you? I likened it to customer service, because if a business doesn't serve the customers and don't know what the customers want to give it to them, then those customers just trot merrily down the street to the next business, and that's expensive. So let's see, breakout rooms. I'm going to see if I can put you in one, and I hope I don't lose everybody.
Don't worry. Well, you can just wait.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh, I got it. Let's
Okay.
see. I'm going to give you number 3 because that's my lucky number.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Larry. I see your name. There you are. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
There you are. Okay. Everybody is in wait out
I
rooms
was-
in case you're wondering why this is such a puny meeting. What we're talking about is find out what your members expect. That's the key to, you can't give it to them if you don't know what it is. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room with some other people. So
Okay,
we'll see you in a few. I'm going to put you in number 2, I think. Let's see. Assign to number 2. Okay, there you go.
thank you.
What do
Here they come. Taking a few notes of what I want to make sure I remember to say or do or something.
Team 3 back.
Harry, I saw your club website last night. It's a really nice one.
Who is that?
Harry, he's muted, so he's answering me, but I have to tell it, I have to, to try to read his lips.
That's right. You have to read my mind. Don't even bother to look. Thank you. It is undergoing a little bit of revision, and we hope to make it very, very attractive so that anybody that stumbles on it can easily navigate it and get drawn in by our activities.
Yep.
We are plagued by people leaving the club, not because they are disinterested, but because other stuff happens. We had a very enthusiastic young woman coming to the club last year, and she did some great things, participated in service projects and so on. And then she had the nerve to go get married, then get pregnant, then move north of here into Redmond and start her family there instead of down here in Sun River. So,
yeah, well, that takes a lot of
nerve.
nerve. Well, I think most of us are back now, so I'm going to ask each groups, and I don't think you probably know what group number you are in, but I did ask each of your groups to have a spokesperson. So I'm interested in hearing what you talked about, and if we can get a quick summary from each group, that would be interesting. And I've got a couple of ideas that I piggybacked off of what I heard by dropping into some of your groups. So who's going to go first? Stephen, thank you. I did that to him last time.
Okay, that's me. But the only time I get Stephen is whenever I was bad and my mother caught me doing
Stephen. Well, that's what your name is on your,
No, it says Steve.
Yep.
Huh?
There's a
Oh, yeah, his
Stephen.
is Stephen, the other one's Steve, okay.
Right. Anyway, what did you guys talk about, Stephen?
Well, a number of things. I think Terry had some really good things going on, and she talked about how there people coming into the club. And one of the things that happened was that they found out from one of the members who left why they were leaving. And I think that it behooves us all to interview any member who leaves our club and find out why they are leaving the club or why they left, and decide how we can maybe ask them how we could fix the problem so we don't lose someone like that again. We're changing in our club. We're changing our fireside chat and just going through it. We're doing away with, the fireside chat used to be everything that Rotary expected from the new members and why they should do what we want them to do. And now we're giving a little bit of that because there are some expectations we should be letting them know about Rotary, but we're asking them, what do they expect? Why are they here? Why are they considering joining this? What do they like about what they've heard? And what are they willing to do to help us move along and develop our club? So, and that's kind of the crux of what I'm hearing from the other people in the group too, is that we need to start asking more questions on a regular basis of why people are in the club, why are they leaving the club, and what can we or they do to make sure that we accomplish the goals that they saw needing to be accomplished before they joined Rotary.
Thank you. Very well said. Okay, next is Crystal.
Okay, we covered kind of a wide range of things, but your original question was how might you find out what members' expectations are? And our consensus was you ask them, just be direct. Ask them. And then we talked about how in this climate of COVID that we're all really e-clubs. And, you know, the difficulty has been how to get people to connect when you're on Zoom instead of face-to-face. We mentioned calling individuals who have been absent so that they have some human contact. And the member who brought that up said that there was a man in her club who said he didn't need to be contacted, but then ended up having a 45-minute conversation. So individual human contact, social contact to make people feel that they're important and want to be there. We talked about relevant community projects where people can feel safe. So, you know, asking people what in your community is important to you and how can we participate in that. And then we also talked about having younger people, getting them engaged in our club and finding out by asking them what's interesting to them and how can they because they want to contribute, but they want to contribute to something that's more than just let's get all these old people together and have lunch. We talked about focus groups, you know, focusing on different interests. We talked about making, if we get together for lunches, making it affordable. So we also talked about how membership has ebbed and flowed a little bit. I mean, in our club, we've had 3 people die and 3 people move. So, you know, you talk about the temerity of getting married and having babies. Well, you know, what about the temerity of dying or moving? You know, it's hard to keep up with that. So we've had 6 people leave for those reasons, but we still have 2 members coming in right now. So, I mean, it's addressing different people's needs and it was a mind shift, you know. I mean, when you talk about us being all e-clubs, well, it's difficult when you're not very good at technology or you feel like you have something else to do. It's easy to be anonymous and not show up when you have to go through the process of turning on your computer and then you're just a picture on the screen and you think that nobody's really going to miss you if you click off.
Yeah, it's been a challenge. Who's next? Thank you, Crystal. Kim.
Actually, I think I'll just jump on Crystal's bandwagon. She did a good job. Because I think our group talked a lot of those similar things that Crystal mentioned. We spent a lot of time talking also about meetings and the different things that have happened because of the different meetings and how it has affected so many different members, but also just that to keep people engaged, being creative about those community service projects. How can you come up with, you know, they don't have to be big and smaller groups that people are comfortable with. And I mean, I think Mike, you had said, he's like, you know, it's work. I mean, it isn't going to come easily. We're going to have to work for some of this stuff, but just, but yeah, the communication of asking people, you know, what is it you can do or would you like to do? And, you know, where are you comfortable? So, I mean, like I said, Crystal covered a pretty broad gamut of some of the similar things that we did discuss. And, but we did spend a lot of time on talking about meetings because I think this last 18 months does affect every member differently in what their comfort level is and how you keep them engaged, you know, whether, you know, if you can get those 30 people on Zoom, keeping the 30 every week, you know, and then trying to add to it. And we also have had some new members coming in. It's a little harder too, just because it's summer right now. You know, I have people that are like, I'm joining, but we're going to, you know, but don't be mad if I'm not there every week, you know, that kind of thing.
True.
So I probably missed something, but.
Thank you. That was good though. Good
Yeah.
piggyback. Who's the 4th group that hasn't spoken yet? Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Okay. Was it? I know. Yes, Jill. Jill, you're going to step up? Where all these other big wigs in the district would just not, they're sitting on their hands. Jill, please tell us what they talked about. You should have gotten lots of important tips from them?
We did. We had a great discussion, came up with pretty much the same information and points and tips that the other three groups came up with. The only thing that I would add, and Jerry and Joe, please, if I forgot anything, let me know, is balance. We thought that balance was a very critical characteristic of a functioning club. You don't want to put too much emphasis on one particular area, but offer a broad variety so people can pick what they are interested in. We also talked about the surveys, the things that other people have mentioned, surveys, one-on-one, asking the question, and just bringing the point forward, not only to new members, but also to existing members, that we are people of action and we don't want people to just come for breakfast or lunch. We want to work together as a body to better local and international projects.
Good job. Good job, you guys. What I heard just kind of makes me want to underscore a few things. The first one was ask. It's like, hello. And I thought I was pretty clever because when I was membership chair, I put on our membership application, which of these committees are you interested in serving on? International, local projects, administration, marketing. And I thought, well, that's pretty good. I'm asking what their interests are. But again, it was self-serving for our Rotary Club. When I went and visited Harry's club, the Mount Bachelor Club's website yesterday, they have those things that ask what you're interested in, but they also expand it to some more of their why are you here kind of questions. And that was, that's something where I want to go back and edit our application a little bit. So we're asking right up front, what are you interested in? Why are you wanting to join? The other thing I heard out of your groups was the exit interview thing. And that's something that we kind of do a fluffy job of sometimes. Oh, why are you leaving? Oh, it's personal reasons. It's me. It's not you. Don't worry. You guys aren't, like alienating me. They wouldn't tell us if we were. So you really do have to dig in a little bit to find out, and offer some suggestions. Did you feel like you were part of a committee? Did you feel at home here? And really try to get them talking. But now I want to have one more quick breakout room to see if you will ask yourselves or share what you plan to change in your club because of the discussion that happened today. What new viewpoint have you gotten or has been underlined for you that you might change how we react? We have to be nimble. It's the COVID generation, and it's also, Rotarians have to be nimble. So I'm going to send you all to breakout rooms, have somebody be prepared to summarize, and I'm only going to give you 5 minutes. Okay, bye. Have fun at the dentist. Hi, Joyce, you're back. Oh, you're gone. Okay. Hi,
That
Mimi.
was an accident. I was meant to turn it off. Can you put me back in?
Well, you only have about 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
You're stuck with me, lady.
Hey, can't think of a better person to be stuck with. Someone in our group said, you know, we can't see your face. I said, there's a reason for that.
I'm having a day.
Yeah, it's a bad hair day. I don't want you to see my
I've
face.
been there, done that. Your view is gorgeous, though.
Thanks.
And I
Yeah.
can tell that it's not a pasted in virtual view, you know.
Yeah, it's for real.
We
That's
have a
why
really
I'm
nice
working.
view here too, and if I was outside, it would look like that. Whoa, here they all come. Look at that.
Yay.
Let's see. Looks like everybody's here that's coming to join us. So quickly, who's going to give a rundown first?
I'll go, my group.
Thank you, Patty.
So we talked about a couple different things, and that's asking instead of telling. We tend to, whether it's on our application or through some kind of fireside chat, we get into telling everyone about Rotary and their expectations instead of flipping that around and really asking people as they come in, what is it they really want? And then the other thing is to follow up on what you're hearing with new people coming in, as well as existing members, and getting them engaged with what they said that they want to participate in or do, which is easier said than done, because who is going to do that? Who is going to be that person to do that work? We don't have a solution for that. Kim, did you have more you wanted to add?
Okay,
Yeah.
who's next?
I'll go ahead.
Thank you.
Our little group, we came up with a couple of things. One is to amend the application for new members so that as they are entering the club, they can write down what area they would like to get engaged with. Is there a particular area? So they can start thinking about it right away. So that was a new thing for us to think about. And the other was to encourage existing members, reaching out to them to join committees, those that have been sitting back and not really getting engaged, so that the same little core group of people isn't doing everything, just to expand those roles and getting others to become more active. Another idea was to have breakout rooms at meetings so that you can socialize more and make Zoom a little more fun and engaging, so that you're feeling like you're a little more intimate, a small group. Not quite as good as fireside chats, but that we used to have in people's homes, but at least a chance to talk to a few people. And then another idea was to expand the membership committee, to make sure that you're bringing in new ideas and not just having one or two people doing it or just the board doing it, but having actually an established membership committee, and bring in new ideas.
Good. Let's see, who didn't we hear from?
You didn't hear from us yet, but pretty much the things that we discussed have been covered by everybody else.
All right, well, thank you guys. Good ideas. Now, all you have to do is rinse and repeat. I want to reaffirm that our members are not here to serve us. We're here to serve them. By us serving them, they will serve us and Rotary will grow, which is what we want, but we need to put that behind our serving them. Next month, we're going to be, the next topic that was the most highly voted for was attracting new members. So in the effort to grow our clubs and serve more people, we're not going to be talking about recruiting, because again, I think that sounds self-serving. We're going to be talking about attracting. We're going to be talking about how can we make our club something that everybody wants to join. That would be so cool. One thing I want to warn you about on the breakout rooms, the first time I tried that at a club meeting, I hit the wrong button and ended the meeting instead of the breakout rooms. Do not do that. Just a thought, okay? All right, well, you guys, it's 11 o'clock and I'm going to sign off, and I want to see you. Harry, are you going to be around? Can I call you right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you, Christine.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye,
Christine.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye.